Hello class. So for this video, we will be discussing two topics. The first one is the equation of the lines, and the second is the equation of the planes. But I might as well cut the video para dili ka siya taas sa inyo halang tawon. Okay, so let's start. So before we have this formal definition of our lines and planes, before we have our formal definition of our lines and planes nato later, let's recall class that whenever we want to produce sa atong 2D, sa XY, we want to produce a line. First, we need at least a slope and a point. Not a slope and point. We also have 2 points, kaya makakreate mo po ito siya slope. Yun na siya ng mga ways. And another, we will also know that the equations are, the lines are parallel if, for example, this is the first line L and this is line M. We will know if parallel ni sila sa atong 2D, sa atong XY, if ang atong equations equal ang example 2x plus 4y equals 5. Ang isa is x plus 2y equals 3. Equal ning duha. What do we mean by equal? Kung akong i-simplify ng first equation, I can get x plus 2y equals 5 over 2 if i-divide na ko tanan by 2. That would mean na equal siya sa x plus 2y sa iyang variables. If mahitabo ni siya, you can say nga ang inyong duha ka equation, the 2x plus 4y equals 5 and x plus 2y equals 3 are parallel. Okay? Now, we will apply the same concept sa atong vectors. Dili lang, ang inyo na makita is si U, V, or unsa ba ng vectors nga gigamit niya nga letters. And this K here is the constant. Now, if ever na ako U, mo ni akong first line, V akong second line, equal ra ni sila if na ako'y something, parallel sila, sorry. If na ako'y K diha nga ma-multiply na ko either kang U or kang V. So, dili mag-matter, ka nag-multiply dire. Or divide, or unsa pa ninyo buhaton sa equation. Okay? This K, ang imuhang constant, this is a scalar, nga i-multiply to one of the vectors para mailhan nato kung parallel ang duha ka vectors. Now, let's proceed. Now, suppose we have this drawing and gitagaan tag point PQ. Si P dire, this is our initial point here. And kana si Q is any point in the line nga na-produce from P. Kanini agi kang P. Now, this Q dire, this is your confirmation nga kani ang direction sa inyong line. Okay. We can always get a vector V. Kani si V. Passing through the origin nga parallel ani ato ang original line. Okay? So, kani si V, mag-exist ni siya, this is passing through the origin. So, how will we know? How will we know the equation of the line nga gihatag sa ato given nga naatay vector, kaning vector V, ginahatag ni siya sa inyo Usahay kaninyo pangitaon. Pero anyway, how will we know? We can have the first vector, di ba ma-produce man as vector pod kaning 2 points nato. We can have that as the first vector, and then kaning si V nga another vector nag-pass through the center is your another hint. Now, we have PQ, kani si PQ, kaning T is any number sa parametric nato, any number ni siya real number, and si V katong vector nga parallel sa iya Now, we can get the equation of the line diha. Vector equation. We have PQ, line segment PQ equals T times the vector V. Again, si vector V That is a line that passes through the origin. Pwede po mo gamit class og line nga wala ni agi sa origin. Pwede mo kag vector dira. Pero safe naman gud ni si origin class kay ang isa nimo ka point somewhere dire, for example, will extend. Somewhere dire ang isa 0 0 na dayon. So in other words, kung mag v duha po ko ka vector dire, vu, ang mahitabuan is a minus 0, b minus 0, c minus 0. So that's why pwede ra siya nga i-omit from the solution. Okay? Again, very safe kung sa center ta magkuha kaning dire sa origin di ay. Since ang pair naman dayon sa atong isa ka vector is 0 0. Si p is a vector, we can convert that to vector, and q we can also convert that to vector. Pero as you can see, unsa yung effect. Naapatay ipang subtract diha. Since dili man 0, 0, si either P or Q. Now, let's continue. The result sa atong PQ is a vector. Kay vector man no. So that is a vector. Let's call that the XYZ. And then, si t, remember sa vectors, pwede ta mag-multiply sa sulod, sa scalar. So, you will have, you will have TA, TB, and TC. And pwede nato na siya separate class sa vector. Kung pwede nato i-add sa vectors, pwede po nato na i-subtract. Kung pwede nato ni himuog 2 plus 1 equals 3, si 3 pwede po na ko na himuog 2 plus 1 or 3 plus 0. So, mao ni siya nga iyan yung separate dire. Then, we have, i-transpose nato ni si R sub O nato. You will have this equation where your R is equal to XYZ. Your R sub 0 is your vector, initial vector ni siya. Then, we have this and your parametric letter T. Okay? So, the equation of the vector, the equation of the line, vector equation is equal to R equals R sub O plus T times the vector V. Okay. Now, next, let's have the parametric equations. Diba class kay ang previous equation nato? Let's have this. Kani siya. Sa ito ang kuan class sa mathematics, if ever na ako'y ordered triple dire, and ordered triple dire, I can write them as equal. Okay, if x man component sa x, ako component sa x, b component sa y, c component sa z. That's why I will have, mahimo ning x minus x sub o equals TA, y minus y sub o equals TB, z minus z sub o equals TC. Transpose na ko dara si x sub o, that's why we'll have this. Transpose si y sub o. Now, this will be the parametric equations of the line. Now, gikan ani diri class, we can get the values of t here. And since equal man sila tanan na t mo na, diba? We now call them the symmetric equation of the line. Kani sila tanan, these are all equal to t. Okay? Now, let's have the first example. Find the parametric and symmetric equations of the line passing through 1, 4, -2, and negative. Okay. Negative 3, 5, 0. The first, dapat kuhaon pa nato si vector v. Kinamit tayo 2 points. Let's subtract this. We have negative 3 minus 1, 5 minus 4, 0 minus negative 2. And this is equal to negative 4, 1, 2. Now from here, sabuhat pa nato. This is our okay. So from here we have, bisag aha na itong gamiton, we have the parametric equations. Pili lang ka diha, bisag aha imong gamiton diha. Then, ang gikuha diri sa author is si 1, 4, negative 2, nga gi-pair nila. And si z, negative 2, negative 2. So, ano siya class? We have x. Sa kay x sub o, pili lang man ka dire. Minus x sub o nimo is 1 equals t times the vector na negative 4. For your y minus 4 equals t times 1. Z minus negative 2 equals t times negative 2. Okay, so let's continue. From here, I can transpose. I will have positive 1. Negative 4 times t is negative 4t. Transpose na ko na siya diha, I will have 4 plus t. And transpose po na ko na diha, I will have negative 2. Kaya ma-positive man ni. Negative 2 plus 2t. Now, for the symmetric equations, we have, gikan na dire class, we have x, ibalik lang na siya diha, minus 1, tapos equals negative 4 na dayon. Over negative 4, you will have t for x is equal to negative, x minus 1 over negative 4. Same process, transfer na ko dire, I will have y minus 4. Transfer dara, negative 2 will be positive 2. Divide both by negative 2 kani. I will have z plus 2 over 2. Now this is the symmetric equation of our line. Okay, another example. Now suppose we are given points PQ and we will find the parametric equations of the line segment. So similar, di ba? Gamito nato to si R equals R sub O plus TV. So dire, we can separate them. We can have x sub O, tx. Kaya ang vector, di ba, kay subtraction man to sa imong first point o second point. Or pwede rin naman interchange. Okay. So you will have x nimo is equal to x sub O 2 plus t times 3 minus 2. Now, para uniform ta ninyo class, let's use the first point nga gihatag ninyo kung unsay letter nga mauna. Mo to atong initial point and the final point will be the late na letter. For example, nauna man si P, so siya ato ang initial point, si Q ato ang final point. Same process will be done sa inyong Y and inyong Z. And then, you solve for T. Mahimo transfer ni dire, this will be x plus 2 equals x equals 2 plus t. Transpose, you will have this. And sa y equals 1 minus 2t, and z is 4 minus t. Now, let's now have the distance of a point to a line. So, naana tayo dire graph. Naatay graph, and then we have a point P here. So, this is a line L. Ang ato ang goal karon is to find the shortest distance. When we say distance, class, we are talking about the shortest distance nga mahatag sa atoa. So, pwede man nato siya i-solve dire gikan padulong dia sa line from this point. Pwede po dire sa other side. As you can see, daghan kaayo og lines, daghan kaayo og distance nga pwede nato ma-solve para makuha nato, daghan kaayo ang numbers nga pwede nato ma-consider as distance from a point to a line. Now, what do? We just select the shortest distance. Kani mga distance nga ginahatag sa inyo class sa distance formula, this is actually the shortest distance from one point to another. So, dili ni siya like tuyok-tuyok ko ninyo ang inyong graph para kuan kay this is murag dili ni siya, you are not free to choose any distance or any point nga ahong mukuha. When we talk about the distance, shortest distance ra siya. Okay, so this is the formula. If you still remember this is the difference of the point PM ninyo. And then, your vector V, dara. Now, suppose we'll try to find the distance between point M, nagihatag sa inyo, and the line x minus 3 over 4. Symmetric man no? So, t is equal to x minus 3 over 4. Y similar as t is equal to kani sa imong y and here. So, you can get that. Now, so, let's get the vector from here. So, sa symmetric points, we know that the vector is 4, 2, and 1. Okay? Now, kana siya ang direction sa atong vector. Then, we have PM nato. We have 1 minus 3. Narang 3 dire gikan. And sa Z nato, we have 1 minus 3, 1 minus 1, and 3 minus 3. Dire nagikan ang numbers ha. And then, we will get another vector which is negative 2, 2, 0. Now, to calculate the distance, we have to get the cross product of the line segment PM and your vector V. So, start ta kang I. We multiply this. And then kay J. And kang K ninyo kaning negative 2, 2, and 4, 2. Ang product nga inyong makuha ani sa atong cross product is 2i plus 2j minus 12k. So, naana tayo result diri no sa taas. And then, ano man siya class? Tawag ani. Kana nga symbol. That means, we get the square root of these vectors and we square the x, y, z. So, we have 2 squared plus 2 squared plus 12 squared. Over atong vector v nga nakuha ganina which is 4, 2, 1. Again, diri nagikan ha. May 1 diha. 4, 2, 1. So, we have 2 square root of 38 over 21 if we will simplify our radicals. And, since dili man ta modawat og final answer nga na radical sa denominator, we will try to rationalize and then we will get 2 square root of 798 over 21. Okay? So, that will be all for the equation of the line. In the next video, we'll have the equation of the plane.